House.
Thank you. Thank you. Pass up. Madam Speaker, Chief Justice, Mogoeng, I'd like to thank everyone and you especially, Madam Speaker, for giving me this brief opportunity. When I walked in, I had occasion to go past where the Chief Justice was robing himself. And as he emerged, I saw him fully robed up with having taken off his tie and suit jacket. I looked at him and I said, Chief Justice, when this position of Chief Justice came up, I said I'd like it to pass me by because of the robing. It's a position that I could have opted for, but because of this robing business, I thought, no, I'm not quite interested in it. But we had a bit of a conversation, and in the end I said, well, I seem to have taken on a much more difficult task, and the Chief Justice laughed at me. So, Chief Justice, it's a real pleasure to have you here, and thank you very much for having changed your program. I'd like to thank all the members of this assembly. I thank you for the honor that you bestow on me by electing me to this position. I truly feel humbled to have been given this great privilege of being able to serve our people. I also want to extend my gratitude to leaders of political parties who are here, as well as the media. This, for me, is a truly humbling occasion. Soon, once I'm sworn in, I will no longer be a member of this House. I will miss being a member, but that does not bring this collegiate feeling that I have with all members here, because I will be coming to this House on a regular basis to exercise my accountability as President of the Republic, to answer your questions and to interact with you and a range of matters that affect the lives of our people. One of the things that I will be seeking to do is to have an opportunity, which I started doing when I was appointed Deputy President. I will seek to work with all political parties, and we'll start it off with wanting to have a meeting with the leaders of all political parties so that we can try and find a way of working together. And I'm heartened by some of the sentiments expressed here about working together, which I will want to touch on. And I will do all this as a servant of our people, because I do believe that when one is elected in this type of position, you basically become a servant of the people of South Africa. And I'll seek to execute that task with humility, with faithfulness, and with dignity as well. That is what I will seek to do. And I'd like to thank all the parties that have spoken. This is not a moment for me to speak because that moment will be accorded to me tomorrow, I believe. But listening to all the parties who have expressed a whole lot of sentiments here, it is almost like in our culture, when a young man becomes a man, you are given almost instructions. Nga chivenda riri uaraiwa. Uaraiwa, wabuziwa uri arari umunna uita hezi, na hezi, na hezi. Wadoba wabuziwa uri usongo ita hezi, na hezi. So what all of you have been saying here, it's almost like saying to me, we're offering you advice, we're offering you suggestions. Some have even offered some threats. Honorable, before I get to that, and many of you have spoken about unity, you've spoken about patriotism, you've spoken largely about how we can all work together to improve the lives of our people. That has a great deal of resonance with I believe in and what I intend to do. Now, very briefly, in just responding to some of the good wishes, some of the advice that I've received, Honorable Maimani ends his wonderful words and almost soils them by saying, I'm going to see you in 2019. Now, I think he's running ahead of himself. He's running ahead of himself because, Honorable Maimani, I'm going to be seeing you regularly here in this house on an ongoing basis. So leave 2019 aside. Let us deal with the current moment and work together on how we are going to improve the lives of our people rather than grandstanding, rather than standing on big platforms. That's all I want to say. Honorable Singh, I'd like to thank you. I'm sorry that Honorable Buthelezi is not here, that his plane was recalled back to Durban. I'm sorry about that. I would have loved to receive the good wishes from him as well. The issues that you have raised, issues that have to do with corruption, issues of how we can straighten out our state-owned enterprises and how we deal with state capture are issues that are on our radar screen. Those are issues that we're going to be addressing, and tomorrow we will also have an opportunity to outline some of the steps that we are going to be taking. Honorable Kubisa, I thank you because you went to the heart of the matter by talking about patriotism and how we can work together to put our country first. That is precisely what I, as President of the Republic, would want to do. South Africa must come first in everything that we all do. General Olumisa,